But we're both running, aren't we? We're both wanting something more.
Don't you dare think that we're the same. Being bored and being black are different. Do you hear that? Your life in Dallas hell.
Welcome back to the Anthony Spade channel. Before we get started, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit that like button at the end if you like the video. Okay, today we're going to be talking about why black men are attracted to a white woman. And I think that this subject is always being researched. This subject is always being talked about. It's something that black men want to know. It's something that white men want to know. Black women want to know. Everyone wants to know, why do the black men like white women so much? All right, let's get started. Now, when it comes to white women, this goes back in history. White women have always been placed as the face of beauty. She's always been placed as the ultimate woman of women because black people were downgraded as human beings. Black women were never looked at as being beautiful, nor was black men. The black race, or any race other than white, was looked at as being shameful. No one wanted to be black. Everybody wanted to be white, and the white woman was the god. Look at Helen of Troy, how many wars were over her, along with other Greek goddess women. A lot of men have had their lives destroyed behind white women, being that white women have a privileged nature. So, not only to black men, but to other men, white women have always been the form of the original woman of what you're supposed to be. So a lot of men feel if they get a white woman that they are successful. But when it comes to a black man and a white woman, it's always a forbidden fruit there. There's always an attraction. A black man has always had a black woman, a black mother, telling him that he should not date a white woman. And white women typically have a white father that's telling her not to date a black man. And this has existed even during slavery. You know, the master's wife was forbidden for messing with the slaves, but she happened to mess with a lot of slave men behind the master's back, and when he found out, the black man has to pay for it. And that trait has existed in today's time. It's okay to date a white woman, but at any given moment, that white woman wants to destroy you, she can. Now back to the attraction. With both of them having a forbidden fruit placed between them, that's what keeps the attraction even more. And the longer a black man goes without dealing with a white woman, the more attracted to a white woman he's actually going to be. And it's going to be the same way with a white woman. The older they get, the faster they're going to connect with each other. Now, when it comes to the persuasion or pursuing a white woman, what makes her really attractive, other than her being a forbidden fruit and curiosity, is her submissiveness. Is how nice she is. See, when it comes to a white woman, a man can actually be a simp and get appreciated at first. It doesn't work that way with a black woman. If you try to woo a black woman or be very nice to her at the beginning of the relationship, she's going to look at you as being weak. Black women dominate through sexuality, so they're always needing you to chase them in a sexual manner so they can reject you. A black woman is going to demand that you worship her at the beginning, but her psyche is going to be demanding. When it comes to a white woman, her psyche is not demanding that you worship her. Her psyche is the Cinderella story. Her psyche is Beauty and the Beast. Her psyche is King Kong. See, a white woman is taught it don't matter what man you are, what animal you are. If you treat her a certain way, you can get her. Look at Beauty and the Beast. A beast won a white woman. Look at Shrek the cartoon. An ugly green goblin won a white woman. Look at King Kong. He worshiped a white woman. See, a white woman allows a man to be a simp. All that stuff that you was taught in the cartoons and in the movies, you can actually use it on a white woman, and she reacts to it differently than a black woman. See, if you treat a white woman nice at the beginning, she's going to be nice to you. She's going to submit. A white woman is going to play the role of a white woman when you first meet her and when you start dating her. That's what makes the attraction real attractive to a black man. It's because she is the complete opposite of a black woman. He could be a simp. He could take her on dates. You can't take a black woman on a date immediately. You got to psychologically spar with her, because throughout the entire relationship, she's going to be telling you, I don't need you, I don't want you, but chase me like I'm a goddess. It's not like that with a white woman. With a white woman, you will actually be able to hold logical conversations about life. You'll be able to open doors for her. You'll be able to treat her the way that your mom taught you supposed to treat a woman. And she plays that role of a submissive wife when you meet her. And these are attractions that not only a black man, but all men are going to cater towards. Now, when it does come to a white woman, where a lot of mistakes are, is that a white woman is going to do a switcheroo, which is going to blindside most men as well as black men. Is that when she submits to you at the beginning, it's all part of her allurement and persuasion to win you over. See, a black woman is going to know she has you at the beginning. A white woman doesn't know she's going to have you at the beginning, because she's going to go through the persuasion phase. She's going to make sure she wins you over completely by catering to your ego. A black woman caters to your sexuality. So when she's catering to your ego, she's aiming to get more out of you. She's aiming to control you completely. See, she's going to play the house role. She's going to be very good at giving head. Her sexuality would never top a Spanish or a black woman whatsoever. You'll learn that when you deal with white women. The sex is not that good. Her head is good. Her submissiveness is good. Her persuasion to make you feel like a man is good. But her sex would never top a black woman at all. Now, when a white woman does the switcheroo, is kind of like you going to the food court when you work in the mall to get something to eat, and you walk past the store that gives you free samples. All right? Now you take a piece of this free sample and you're like, that's pretty good, I may get the sandwich. You come back the next day and they're not giving out a free sample piece of the sandwich, they're giving away an entire sandwich. So you start to eat this sandwich and it becomes good. The next day you come back, they're giving away whole sandwiches. They give away whole sandwiches for free for the next 2 weeks. And in 2 weeks, your neurological system changes. You enjoy the taste. You enjoy getting up, going to go get the free sandwich. But when you go and get the free sandwich this time, now you got to pay for it. Now the sandwich is $20. And now you're saying to yourself, why is this sandwich cost more than any other sandwich in the mall that they were just giving away for free last week? It's because they got you addicted to it. They got you used to it. Now they can charge you because you feel like you need it. It's the same thing with a white woman. A white woman makes you feel like a king at first. She lets you be the dominant one. She's very submissive. She's giving you everything out of a woman that you want, that you think you got it. But the moment you marry her, have a kid with her, and tell her you love her, she does the switcheroo. Everything that she was giving you for free, now you have to pay for it. That's typically when the relationship with a white woman starts going backwards, because she starts showing you that evil side. She starts showing you her privileged side that you're supposed to do, because she still sees herself as God. Now, one of the main attractions that a black man does have for a white woman is her submissiveness. And the reason why that stands out the most is because when you live with a black woman and you grew up around a black woman, you get the masculinity of a black woman kind of throws you off. It's cool, but it's a breath of fresh air when you're with a white woman. With a white woman, you can actually be the man that you're taught to be. But being the man that you're taught to be will eventually come back and kill you with a white woman and drive you crazy. Now, on a personal note, I dated a lot of white women in my 20s. And in my 30s, I mainly date Middle Eastern women and Spanish women, because those are just natural women that I naturally cater towards. But I could say this. When I was dating a white woman, I always felt insecure. I always felt like I had to adapt to her ideology, which was totally different. I always felt midway in the relationship that me and her really didn't have anything in common, and that I had to be more of a white guy to keep her tamed in a way, or she'll complain when I tried to do something black or tried to be black. It would throw her off. It's kind of like, before you go date a white woman, you got to think, in order for white people to accept you as a black person, you have to be very innocent. You got to tone yourself down because they have a natural fearness of you. They're already expecting you to be ghetto. They're already expecting you to be hyper. It's the same thing with a white woman. You have to adapt to her ideology to always make her feel like she's safe, or always make her feel like she's the privileged one. And doing that, you lose yourself as a black man, because I feel like you stop looking at yourself as her lover and start looking at her as the slave that's worshiping her, as the King Kong, as the Beauty and the Beast, where she's allowing you to be with her, but she could destroy you at any given moment. She's the gift and the curse to me when it comes to the black man. Just as much as you're attracted to her, she's just as devilish as the black woman. I think personally, you lose yourself. I was more confident when I'm with Spanish women, and I'm more confident when I'm with Middle Eastern women, because I don't know what it is. It's just a connection being with a minority and them being able to understand you. But when I was with a white woman, I always felt more insecure.